Hi, I'm Jonathan. Today we're going to be looking at a few more mental health issues and disorders and feelings and symptoms, in fact. It's very easy to look at mental health and to think, well, mental health is just depression or autism or whatever. But there are so many different areas of mental health, and I'm going to quickly overview some of these videos because I would like to learn a little bit more about them. And I don't necessarily think that I struggle with some of them, but when you start to read them, you realise that they do bleed into each other a little bit, so it's worth having a bit of knowledge. Little twitch there, jolly annoying. So let's look at stress. What does the government's website say about stress? NHS.com. Most people feel stress sometimes, and some people find stress helpful or even motivating. Symptoms of stress. Stress can cause many different symptoms. It might affect how you feel, physically, mentally, and also how you behave. It's not always easy to recognise when stress is the reason you're feeling or acting differently. So, what are the physical symptoms of stress? Headaches, dizziness, muscle tension or pain, stomach problems, chest pain or faster heartbeat, sexual problems. So those are the physical symptoms. What are the mental symptoms? Difficulty concentrating, struggling to make decisions, feeling overwhelmed, constantly worrying, being forgetful. Okay. Changes in behaviour, being irritable and snappy, sleeping too much and too little, eating too much or too little. Sort of covers everything, doesn't it? Avoiding certain places or people, drinking or smoking more. If you're not sure how you feel, try our mood self-assessment. Well, they've got this thing on the NHS website, and you go through 18 questions and you actually answer them on the severity of how you feel. And it's really good because at the end of it, it highlights the issues that you are possibly struggling with, and it does give you some solutions and some self-help paragraphs. And I found it very interesting to do this. So things you can do to help with stress. Try talking about your feelings to a friend or family. It's always good to talk to people. Find out more about 10 stress busters, including getting started with exercise. I'm diagnosed with OCD and high function autism, a couple other bits. I am going to actually try and put an action plan together that everyone can follow, no matter what you're struggling with, which is going to be to do with being healthier. And I really hate that, healthy diet, healthy exercise, boring, can't be bothered, live on my own, I like, eat what I want to eat, but drink what I want to drink. But really I think that we want to make some progress, then we've really got to take the bull by the horns and actually go, okay, I'm going to have to look at every single area of this issue and do everything I can do to try to make an incremental change. So it's saying exercise. We all can't stand exercising if you're like me. Boring. Sorry to those who love exercising. Time management techniques to help take control. Use calming breathing exercises. Plan ahead for stressful days or events. Planning long journeys or making a list of things to remember can really help. Consider peer support, where people use their experiences to help each other. Listen to mental well-being audio guides. There's a list of them on this website. Here we are. Here's some don'ts. Do not try to do everything at once. Get smart targets you can easily achieve. Do not focus on the things you cannot change. Focus your time and energy into helping yourself feel better. Try not to tell yourself you're alone. Most people feel stressed at some point in their life, and support is available. Try not to use alcohol. Try not to use alcohol, cigarettes, gambling or drugs to relieve stress. Crikey, give me more stress, to be honest. These can contribute to poor mental health. Well, that's pretty straightforward. And I'm not laughing about alcohol, I'm just laughing about my enjoyment of alcohol. Something I need to look at a little bit as well. Further information and support. Wow, there's loads of stuff on here. Just loads and loads and loads. Go to the NHS.com and have a little look. And I'm going to try to put that action plan in place. It's going to involve changing my lifestyle a little bit. And I don't really want to do that. I don't want to stop drinking fizzy pop and eating rubbish. And, I don't want to change how I live. But I realise that if I'm going to stand up against this bully, which is mental health in general, then we all owe it to ourselves to try to look at some of the things that we can do. And some of the things we can do are really easy and simple, but we procrastinate and put off doing these things because they, for some reason, are overwhelming. Exercise, that's just overwhelming. Eating healthily, it's overwhelming. Vitamins and bits and pieces, and cutting sugar down just sounds overwhelming to me, and I expect probably to other people. But I think that we have to start to make some baby steps and see if we can maybe change our lifestyle a little bit. It doesn't have to be drastic. Let's keep a journal, change our lifestyle a bit and see what the results are. And if you don't want to do it, I'll do it for the first week and see if it makes any difference. And then jump on and join in with me if you think it's going to help. And I hope it will help. I'm hoping that by actually doing these things live and doing these things for real, with the encouragement of friends and people on the other end of this lens that I've made contact with, I hope that we can go on a journey together. And it's our own personal journey. So let's see how we go. And thanks again for watching this video this morning.